more time. I thought I was going to hear a singing contest briefing.
That's absolutely not. So
That's right. I'm here now.
ladies and gentlemen, Kerry McNally.
Excuse me, I'm not here. You've got to
No, he's not getting any more. No.
I'm here now.
Kerry McNally, Vince Lombardi, Kerry McNally.
It was Vince Lombardi who said, winners never quit, quitters never win. Has anybody here ever given up on achieving a goal? Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, when I was younger, I used to go fishing. Come to think of it, everything I've ever done in my life, I did when I was younger. By the time I finished this speech, I would have presented it when I was younger. Time is our most precious resource. We don't have time to quit or give up. Time never quits. My goal, ladies and gentlemen, when I used to go fishing was to catch a freshwater trout. And I used to go to Oberon Dam, which is about a 2.5-hour drive from Sydney, west over the Blue Mountains and down the other side. I used to go one weekend in 3. For 3 years, I never caught a trout. Until this one day. You see, trout are a very hard fish to catch. You usually use a fly hook, which is a hook wrapped in coloured cotton to make it look like an insect. And you cast out, and you reel in. You cast out, and you reel in. You cast out, and when you drop your rod, because of your wet hands, you've got to go swimming to retrieve it. Now, while you are swimming, if you happen to see a trout, grab a hold of it because it will save you an awful lot of time. Bait is important when trying to catch trout. If you were to use prawns, which are a saltwater thing, not natural to the trout in a freshwater river or dam, if you use prawn, the trout's going to think, something fishy here, could be some sort of a catch. And all the time, they are just below the surface of the water, laughing at you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, trout do laugh. You may have even heard of some people tickling them. The bait that I was successful with, one day I went to Oberon, it was a weekend, usually go there camping, and this one day, there was a plague of grasshoppers. So I put a grasshopper onto the hook, cast it out, and as I was reeling in, a trout took the hook. I reeled it in and caught my very first trout. A 2.5-pound rainbow trout, and for you younger people here, that's a bit over 1 kilogram. And then I started packing up my gear. My friend said, "Are you giving up?" I said, "No. My chance of catching another trout in this very same spot is very remote." So I packed up my gear and I walked all the way around to the other side of the dam, grabbed hold of another convenient grasshopper, put it on my hook, cast out, and pulled in another trout. A 2-pound trout, just under 1 kilogram. Rainbow trout again. 2 fish. 2 fish in the same day, about an hour apart. After 3 years of trying to catch a trout. It was only that I was determined to catch a trout that I kept trying. Thomas Edison said, "I have not failed. I have found 10,000 ways that don't work." And then he went on to perfect his incandescent light bulb. Not very energy efficient by today's standards, but very illuminating in its time. There are important lessons you will learn from this speech. First one is, if somebody offers to buy you a prawn dinner, it may be a bit fishy and there may even be some sort of a catch involved. But the main lesson in this speech is you will never achieve a goal if you stop trying, if you give up. I caught my trout after 3 years. I would never have caught it had I given up. I would never have reached that goal. To summarize my entire message, I found a quote on the internet by an unknown author, and I've read much of his work. People will rate you. People will hate you. People will shake you. People will break you. But it's how strong you stand that makes you. Mr. Toastmaster.